Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a special Saturday edition of Dog Talk Sports. It's your boy, P. Schmitty, RT3 in the house. Ray, say what up to the people.
Up, people.
What's going on? So, here we are on a Saturday. Very special Saturday. It is college football Saturday. It is just Ray and I. We are not joined by our fearless leader. He is working, I believe, right now. So
Squares are being squares again.
shout out to the grind right now. And everyone's favorite Texan, Hattie Ho Yeehaw, Shooter McGraw. Danimal is in New Jersey right now. So there may be a Danimal sighting over the weekend, perhaps. Who knows? Who knows? We'll get some footage. We'll get boots on the ground to maybe get a quick interview with him or something. But yeah, we got a little Saturday issue going on right now. It's playoff Saturday for college sports. But before we jump into that, I just want to, for the YouTube viewers right now, the news is probably breaking all over the globe right now. But
Your boy.
your boy is part of the dad gang now. So expected to be. Got a June baby on the way. So shout out to myself and my shout out, baby. I love you. So yeah, your boy is gonna be a boy dad. So I mean that's RT4.
Yep.
Animals got one on the way.
Do we know what Dan? Do we know what the Dan was having yet?
Boy,
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
having a boy.
that's right. Yeah, the boy legacy is strong in his friend group.
Just dogs everywhere.
Or leading the pack, the oldest, the elder.
So
Yeah, special shout out to you guys, man. I know this is a long time coming, so I want to take a second and really like
it's been a rocky road, but hey, we're
endure.
here. We're here. Coming there, going. We're on the way. We're on the road. So yeah, a lot of big changes. So, but your boy's not missing pods right now. Your boy's in it. He's in the thick of it. So yeah, let's hop into some college football right now. First of all, I mean, oh man, the Air Force Blue. Let's chop it up, people. Show some love to RT3 right there. Air Force in the hizzy.
Yep. Did not get accepted into the Air Force Academy. Was not smart enough to get accepted. Tried.
That's not sour grapes, people. We're spitting facts right now, but he still reps it.
Still
Hardly home, but always repping.
Yep.
Um,
8 years in the Air Force will do that to you. You got to have something. I didn't go to college, but man, did I earn my stripes.
yeah, look at that Nike hoodie right there. That's beautiful. Fanatics shout.
Shout out Fanatics. $90 I probably spent on this thing.
Probably could have got it much cheaper from our jersey sponsor over at DH If you need a last minute Christmas present, you could probably get it in a month. But hey, it'll cost you half the price. So shout out DH
It's like layaway, but not. Like you're
Dude,
only paying a little, but you're gonna get it in 3 months. It's perfect. So if you got a May or April,
every jersey that I have right now, you slide in the DMs of Dog Talk Sports, I will get you the store to buy from at DH and they will get it to you in 3 weeks or less. Not a guarantee, but for the majority of it, shout out to the Pedialyte right there. Stay hydrated. Electrolyte right there. That is the CVS brand. Booyah.
Got work tonight. Got to stay hydrated.
Boom, saving lives. So we had the Heisman. Shout out to Travis Hunter.
Yes.
The unicorn of college football. Two-way athlete.
So this is crazy to me because I my initial reaction was, yeah, Travis Hunter totally is a unicorn. Like Athlete you don't see very often. A
One of
player,
one.
101. Like the only athlete category to get a Heisman, special, awesome. But you look at Ashton Genty and what he accomplished this year,
Oh,
pretty
one of
incredible.
one. Listen, if he played full games because they were blowing the brakes off of people, that he just sat for
I
half
believe, yeah,
quarters at a time,
I believe there was 8 quarters he had to sit
would
over the season.
annihilated the record books.
Yeah,
Let not that be overlooked.
yeah. And I think it's a shame. And I know as a coach you can't play for records, but you got to
Yes,
think.
you can. It's college football. These
Yeah,
kids are going to be stockbrokers and fucking real estate agents in 10
yeah.
months.
I mean, if you're the coach and you're Ashton for the rest of your life now, you're gonna be sitting there thinking like, if I play those quarters, do I win the Heisman?
Absolutely. Because he's going to have 30, he's probably going to have 3,500 all purpose yards at that point and 40 touchdowns. Like,
Yeah. Don't. Yeah. Let's not take an effect that he's still playing football. Travis Hunter is done playing college football. Ashton Genty still has college football to play.
yeah, he's big games playing, big
Big
games. But
games.
also, I want to shout out Travis Hunter. Man, his girlfriend, fiance, whatever,
Oh,
just enough to the man. Let him stand up. Give the guy a clap or something. Give him a pat on the back. Guy's doing things that no college football player has done. And I'm talking about driving you to parties and parking out front for 2 hours while you go party, and he just waits for you. Because my man doesn't do drugs, doesn't drink alcohol. You know what? I've been on the Shador train for Las Vegas, and I mean, you could peep my signature because I have zero confidence now that the Raiders are going to tank out because Aiden O'Connell's coming in and he's going to hurt the Jacksonville Jaguars. And if he's playing when we play the Saints, he's going to put them down. However, hypothetically speaking, Raiders are there at the first overall pick. Man, hard to pass up on a character guy and just overall athlete of Travis Hunter. I
yeah.
mean, look what happened. We took best available player at pick 13, and I think pick 13 this year, Brock Bowers looks pretty good.
Yeah,
So
I mean, you and Danimal hit on it, like talking about, everybody laughed at taking Brock at 13, and he, as you said last week, he should be in the race for Rookie of the Year, right? I mean, he's got to be in the top three, and that feels insulting to even say he's in the top three. Like it's
he's
there.
top three and not three. How about that?
Yeah, and it's a quarterback award, as we said last week. Like quarterbacks always get to shine because they are they're driving the train and they're the conductor. But Brock Bowers is a fucking incredible player, and yeah, it just shows. Fuck your scheme, take the best available athlete, right,
You
and
put a
put.
bunch of 101s on a team, it's bound to mix together some way. I
Yeah,
just, yeah. I mean, what Brock Bowers is doing with, he did it with Minshew, with Aiden O'Connell, last week with Desmond Ritter.
yeah, he's got Walmart greeters throwing him the ball,
All right,
and
all right, all right. Aiden O'Connell is a step up of Walmart greeter,
a Target greeter. Was Walmart
Target
a greeter?
greeter,
Okay.
greeter. But yeah, so I mean, college football, we're in it right now. We already
Yeah, so let's start with last night's game. Notre Dame, Indiana played the first of the playoff schedule. They kicked off the CFB, this new 12-team format, which I fucking love.
love it, love it.
Love it. I love it. I love it. Um, a service academy almost snuck in, but service academies are pretty bad Air Force is the bottom of the three right now. It's really bad. They're never going to be good. They run one play and anyway, so Notre Dame, Indiana. Notre Dame trounces Indiana. I mean, the game was never close. The score was 27-17, but don't let the score fool you because it was a blowout until the very end of it. Um, Notre Dame showed up. They were home playing in that tough environment. I mean, both in Indiana, so hard places to play no matter where you play. But yeah, Notre Dame came. They came for business, and now they meet Georgia in the second round.
Georgia
So that's gonna be awesome. That I cannot wait for that game. That game's gonna be phenomenal.
slugfest. I think Georgia's got to win that, right? I mean,
After what I saw last night, I truly, if that team that played the first three quarters of the game last night shows up against Georgia, it's going to be a slugfest and it's going to be a dogfight to the end, and it's anybody's game at that point. If the team that played late in the fourth shows up and listen, they were clearly winning, they took their foot off the gas. I get it. You got to have it's a longevity game at this point, right? Because now you're looking at this bracket like
you got
you
heavy hitters
needs to go, yeah, and it's nothing but like Titans in front of you. So, uh, yeah, no matter what, I think it's going to be a great game.
for sure, for sure. And then, I mean, today we got a triple stack of games. We got the first one at noon, Penn State, SMU. You got to think Penn State's
Yeah,
looking tough.
yeah. So everybody's saying Penn State has the easiest route to the Natty, and it kind of feels unfair to say this. Listen, SMU is the underdog, the Cinderella of the bracket. But what I think everybody forgets, and it's kind of funny to hear all these big time analysts say like, "Oh, Penn State's going to walk through the bracket." Do we not forget what happens every March? Every March, brackets get busted immediately. A Cinderella comes out of fucking nowhere and punches big names in the face, right? Your number one seeds go down, and oh my God, bracket out like shit gets crazy when there's win or go home, do or die, and these
When
games
the,
line
when
and
the lights are the brightest,
right.
this is
Yeah,
where either that lump of coal turns into a diamond or they crumble.
yeah,
And I mean, I've seen a lot of NCAA simulations that have Penn State just going to the ship.
yeah. I think almost every single one I've seen has Penn State going, and I don't think it's that easy. I really don't. I mean, the winner of SMU Penn State is going to go play Boise State. So
Yep.
you're pretty much what all these sims have been saying is that SMU and Boise State are the Cinderellas. They shouldn't be there, right? But no matter who comes out of this game, let's not talk. Let's not forget we just talked about him. You're going against Ashton Genty, who is
They're
now
going to
hit.
pound the rock with him.
Yeah. Because there's only one redemption story for him now. You lost. You came in second place on the Heisman. The only thing that's going to take the sting off your fucking wound is
Fucking
that natty.
baby. Let's hold up. Let's hold up a natty.
Yeah. So I wouldn't
Would
want
be wild.
Boise State.
Would be wild. I
Would be.
mean,
And fuck the brackets for robbing us of seeing a playoff college football game on the blue turf. Robbing us.
I we're not ready for it.
They're not. I mean, look, they should make a move right now and just say wherever bowl, because now all these big bowl games is how the playoffs run, which I think is kind of gay, but um,
All right.
they should.
Our thoughts that are expressed on this podcast are not the overall reflection of the podcast of those who are expressing their views. And I think what Ray meant was it's kind of lame.
Kind of lame. Yes, sorry, that was a slippage of a verbiage there. My apologies for that. Um, yeah, I think they should move the bowl to Boise State and play on the turf. The world deserves it and needs it.
The world does deserve a blue turf game. So after that wraps up, then we got the 4 p.m. Got a lot of Clemson colors over there at the Tremor household. They're going up
I
against
see it everywhere.
they're going up against the fucking horns. The horns. The Danimal has his 6 shooter. I think I just heard him pop one off right now. He's getting ready. Blood feud. I think I still gotta go Texas on this one.
Listen, thank God Lisa's not around, but hook 'em horns, baby.
Hook 'em horns. Listen, if Texas was smart, they would start Arch Manning today.
Yeah, it's interesting hearing Dano talk about Texas being on the front lines in
He's
Austin.
boots on the ground. He is on the front lines.
Front lines, like we are getting in-depth live reporting about this Texas team. And in hearing him talk about Ewers and Arch, you kind of have to wonder, like, why isn't
Yeah. Why isn't Arch in there? I get it. Ewers, he's the upperclassman. He's he's not even going to be on Texas next year, and he's not going to be in the NFL. He's going to be on a completely different team probably because
Yeah, I don't know if he actually declared or not.
yes,
I think Dano said he declared. I don't think he declared. I think he's a big conversation for a possible transfer portal.
that's
Uh,
what I'm saying.
so,
And a
yeah,
player to watch, Big Bill Belichick over at UNC would love to have a big name quarterback.
yeah,
Wouldn't shock me.
wouldn't shock me at all. And yeah, and I mean, listen, I know Texas is going in with the next best, like their recruiting class for next year is epic already. Um, but yeah, it's interesting to see how this plays out, and I wonder how short Quinn Ewers' leash is. I mean, you're going against Clemson, which is Cade Klubnik has been playing great football all year. He's got one more year left in the tank, so next year is his last year. And listen, Dabo's been there. In recent memory, Dabo has been there, and he knows how to coach a national championship winning team. So again, like everybody talks about how it's going to be a blowout. I look at all these games.
It'll be closer than you think.
Yeah, these are all amazingly slated games. Like I love how this bracket kind of played out, and there's no bad games. And yeah, this is going to be closer than you think. And it's not like I'm not. If you gave me $1 million, I'm not giving you 1 million on Texas. I'm not even giving you 3/4 of a million on Texas. I'm giving you 100,000 on Texas. Like it's not that easy.
I got you. I listen. I'm just big name value. I'm hook 'em horns. Yeah, I think it's going to be a great game. I feel like high scoring though,
Yeah, yeah.
but it's going to be who gets the ball last type of deal. That
Very well could come down to those last few plays and inject that right into my veins. Like I'm
yeah,
here. Like
here for it all day, and then the last of the triple stack, the 8 p.m. number 8 Ohio State, number 9 Tennessee. I I don't know. I mean,
Vols, let's go Vols. I hate Ohio State with every.
everyone Ohio State,
No one likes Ohio State. They're
but
good.
I'm picking them on name value.
I mean, I listen. They could win this game. Whoever wins this game, it doesn't really matter to me, because you're facing the buzzsaw of Oregon coming right at you.
Yeah,
So good luck,
yeah. Dylan,
Dylan
Dylan,
Gabriel.
Dylan Gabriel has something to say about that in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Listen, this is Dylan Gabriel, who was a Heisman finalist, has been
true.
playing good football for a long time. Oregon, everybody's pissed because Oregon deserves a better. They say the way the bracket's laid out, they have the hardest road. Good, you are the number one seed. Like you should have the hardest road.
I don't think I'm. Well, I mean, yeah, because you're probably going to have Ohio State and then Texas to get to the Natty. So yeah, I would say this region of this half of the bracket is
Tough.
probably the tougher one.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. But again, like you said, I think whoever it's weird because whoever wins this Tennessee Ohio State game is going to lose to Oregon, but whoever wins in this Clemson Texas game
Could go
is
all
going
the
to
way.
be is going to beat Arizona. So
Yeah. Two Tail of two tapes. Like
yeah,
I love.
two. um. So yeah, college football is in the thick of it right now.
Yeah, we are 2 hours away from 12 hours of just action packed.
It's nonstop, just eyes bleeding.
Find
Yes,
me at 11:30
three
tonight.
games, and
Wow.
then the next set of games, the quarterfinals take place New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. We're not shooting eyes out. We are just going to be locked into the thick of it. Shout out to that reference right there. For those that know, if you know, you know, and if you don't, you
No.
don't. So, all right, it's cold outside. It snowed. Let's get to the rink. Let's get to some ice.
So I will double down on my Rangers misery.
Dilly dilly.
Oh
The
God.
misery.
So shout out to the Devils because they are a dominant force in hockey right now. So I will give the Devils their due.
Oh, no pun intended.
Yeah, moments passed though. So
Moment has passed.
fuck the Devils. um, yeah. So the Rangers continue to do. They actually won a game last night. They won a game and they beat Dallas, which yeah. So interesting things have happened in the last week. As soon as the pod dropped last week, the Rangers must have been listening because they called a
Shout out, Ranger listeners.
they called a players only meeting. And usually when you hear about these players only meetings, like what are we talking about, right? They want the coach gone. So what has come out of that meeting is that Peter Laviolette, the coach, is safe. He is not no target on his back. The players are they love him as a coach, they love him as a leader. He's good. He's solid. The GM, former Ranger great, Ranger legend, Chris Drury. They want him out. They want him gone. They made so much noise that um, Madison Square Garden calls up another Ranger legend, Sean fucking Avery. The bully, the fucking bully, and has potentially interviewed him for a replacement GM spot in Chris Drury. Now, nothing's come out yet about Chris getting fired, about Avery taking his place, but there was a meeting, and Sean Avery was flown to Madison Square Garden. That did happen. So you have to sit back and wonder, like, what's happening in the inner workings of Madison Square Garden right now. And in the meantime, while Chris Drury is wondering about his fate, he trades the piece of dog shit Capo Caco. Um,
Can you repeat that?
Capo Caco, which sounds like doo doo because he is doo doo. Uh, he was a second overall pick, and it's sickening because Devils fans have sent me the video of Rangers fans celebrating they're picking Jack Hughes over Capo Caco because Caco was supposed to be the number one overall pick. The Devils picked Jack Hughes. Rangers picked Caco in the second. And now history has shown us one was right, one was very wrong. It wasn't the red, white, and blue. It
Yeah, Jack Hughes.
Jack Hughes is a beast.
No.
He's a dog, right? I am sick to my stomach knowing that Jack Hughes will be a Devil for a very long time. And just, he has, like, Jack Hughes owns property in Igor's head and
Igor,
Shostorkin.
God bless you.
Thank you. And yeah, he owns property there. Like he doesn't even rent. Like he owns property and Igor has to lease it back from him on his days off. Like
Oh, beachfront.
Beachfront, yeah. So that sucks, and I hate that because that relationship is gonna last for the next 8 years potentially. Um. So yeah, so Kako gets traded. We get Will Dragon from Seattle. Kako goes to Seattle. We got some picks back in the trade, so you did get some value out of the trade, which um I I don't know how it's going to play out. I think you're getting a nice swap. You're getting a good defenseman. He's not flashy. He's not like New York caliber, but he's a good player. So I think it gives his team some depth. And the two trades that they've made so far, getting rid of Truba, getting rid of Kako, you've gotten two mediocre defensemen back and some trade and some picks to potentially continue to make some moves. But the outlook on the season right now, it's December and it's bad. It's really really bad. I think in this time since we've last spoke, they might have slipped to below 500 at this point, or are at 500. So it's not pretty. It's not pretty at all.
Let's right now in the metropolitan standings. As it stands, the you have Capitals, Devils, Hurricanes, the Penguins,
Yep,
and then the Rangers. So
we are falling below the Pittsburgh.
shout out to Pittsburgh right there.
Yep.
I love to see that right there.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. It's not good. This was a team that went to the finals last year. Like you're
Hey, where's that? This was a team last year where I was getting fresh fades in the barber shop. People are walking in with the Rangers jerseys on, getting ready to go to games. The time the
Buka Boom,
TV.
Buka Boom jerseys were out, classics were out, 94 vibes were all over the place. It felt like destiny.
Where the fall of the New York Rangers right now, as the kids say, should be studied.
To be studied. I mean, what's happening is it's on another level. Like, and the team didn't change that much. You didn't lose that much, and it got so much with it. I don't even know what to say
The
anymore.
chemistry thing, right?
It's got to be. I think it's a chemistry thing. I think that all the off-season bullshit, this team didn't come in with the right attitude and mindset, and then all of the drama that's been happening at MSG, they're just not into the game right now. They're not playing as a team, and it's evident. So New York sports down
Hurt
pretty bad.
pretty, pretty bad.
So that's
Well,
hot for you.
that's hockey for you. I listen, Ray. I wish you and the Rangers the best a little bit. Shout out to the Penguins, though. You guys fucking rock right now. Stay above the Rangers, just so I could talk some shit. So yeah, all right. From one New York sport team,
Yeah, thank you to Hal Steinbrenner for listening to this podcast and
let's
getting
go,
the show done.
go to the Bronx right now. So we last left you. Juan Soto, we got it. He's got a jelly belly now. He's over. He's over in Queens. Um,
Clay
he,
Holmes over in Queens.
he's
See you
hanging out
later.
with Clay Holmes right now. Good on you. Yankees. We touched on Max Fried inked up trade Devin Williams. What up, dog? You know what? Yankees said, here, hold my beer. Let's go make another trade. Let's go get an outfielder slash first baseman. Let's go, let's dial it back a few decades. Let's go get a Bellinger. Shout out Clay Bellinger in the house, former MVP. You know who's not a former MVP? Juan Soto is not a former MVP. Clay Bellinger, what up, man?
Hey, Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger. I'm thinking of his father. See,
Yeah,
there we go.
you're mixing.
I dialed it back a couple
You went
decades.
back way, yeah.
Way
You
back.
didn't come back to the future.
Sorry. All right. So we Big Code, the Code Man, rocking number 35, same as his pops.
Yeah, you
Bring it
gotta
in.
love it. It's. I mean, we all talked about it. We manifest. Everybody in this podcast has been manifesting. Cody coming here.
This is the memes that all I see is Cody Bellinger in his Zoom meetings, just looking California. Hi. Just I'm so happy to be a Yankee. But no. Shout out to Bellinger. I think it's a good fit. Good old lefty bat, right? Good lefty bat in Yankee Stadium.
And
Freeze up.
he told Brian Cashman, quote, play me anywhere. I don't care where you play me. Just put me in the lineup.
Put me in, coach. Can't fucking hate on that. And you know what? We can use him at first base right now. We can use him in center field because that takes the pressure off of 6 foot, 7 foot, fucking Aaron Judge. Go back to right field. It's smaller. We're not running around deep in the outfield. We're not stubbing our big toe. We're just be healthy, my guy. My guy. Be healthy. With that being said, I'm not done. We are far from done.
Because why? What train are you on board with now? Come on.
Oh my god. Woo, woo. Fucking Polar Bear Express. Just woof, rolling through. That's what we want. We want Bellinger to stay in center field because we want the Polar Bear parking up shop at first base. That's what.
So there's been a lot of news about trades, right? Like people have thrown like Yandy Diaz. We know Nolan Arenado is not coming to the Yankees.
No, we don't want him. We didn't want him.
He blocked a trade to the Astros. Cool. Christian Walker inked up a deal with the Astros. Cool. I'm not mad about it. I'm not upset about it at all. I didn't want Walker. I know some people did, but he's 30, 34, 36.
32.
Christian Walker is?
He's younger.
Yeah. No, I think he's older than that.
All right.
Either way, he's at the tail end of his career, and the Astros got him for 3 years, $60 million. It's a great deal.
33 years old.
Okay.
On the cusp of 34.
Not too young.
All right. He's not young. He's not old.
No, I'm not saying he's not like, listen, he's not Goldschmidt old, but
take that back. Don't put that out there. Some people
I didn't put anything out there
in our group are advocating for that, and I'll go play first base. You know what? Bring me Anthony Rizzo back then. If we're going Goldschmidt, bring back Anthony Rizzo. Judge gets his buddy back. His dog has his dog buddy to roll with. Like, that's what we want then. But Polar Bear Pete, 30 years old, just ready to hit 50 homers.
Think about that lineup.
Oh, a thing of beauty. So probably go Jazz Chisholm leading off. Then you probably go Judge, Bellinger, Alonso.
That's sick.
Followed by probably Martian. Wells Martian. Yeah. I mean, we still have a need for a third baseman. So I'm really, and I was so against this just because of the history.
Oh no, it's Bregman time.
Give me Bregman.
Bregman time.
I am willing to swallow my pride. 2017 and 19, wash them away.
It's a kind of a sweet revenge. I mean, if Bregman comes to the team and we win a
Like
World,
It's like getting Johnny Damon. I feel like.
it is. It is. It's a piece of sweet revenge, right? And it's like at the end of the year, you're holding up that World Series trophies. You beat the Dodgers. It's just like
No, I want to
everything
beat
in
the
the deep.
Mets. I want to beat the Mets first, and then I want to beat the Dodgers. Then I want to beat the Dodgers again, and again, and again, and again, and again. And while we're doing that, we're beating the Astros in like the first round of the playoffs again, and again, and again.
Yeah. And if you do it with Bregman on the team,
Oh, so
you get absolved of your sins.
too sweet. Yeah, when you bring a ring to New York, complete absolvement right
Yeah.
there.
It's like getting baptized in holy water as an adult. Your sins are washed away. You've been reborn. You now will be legacied in pinstripes. It's beautiful
Yeah,
redemption.
you're getting calls for Old Timers Day.
Yeah.
That's what that means. So
Story writes itself.
offensively, we're not done yet. Cash God, figure it out, man. You're making deals left and right.
They made a deal last night. Shout out
Boom.
to Jose Trevino.
Moment of silence. Moment has passed. A platinum glove winner that couldn't throw anybody out at second base. Not worth a ham sandwich. You know what that shows me? This is Austin Wells' team. I don't have the mustache right now. I will bring it back for Wellesley, but it's under there, and it's his team now. He is. I know Dano talked about you need certain pitchers like certain catchers. Nah, this is Austin catching 5 games a week. He's in there every fucking day. Double headers, day nights. It don't matter. Let the fucking kid go.
Yeah. Another thing that we manifested, discussed on this podcast 2 weeks ago.
Boom. Cashman.
Is now
I know that you are NYY1234 subscribed here. I know that's you. Shout out. Shout out.
We apologize for all the hate.
Not much hate.
We weren't going to burn down the stadium.
A lot of hate in this podcast. Me, mediocre. As the optimist that
The optimist, yes.
the sky was not falling down up here in North Jersey. A lot of people had their umbrellas out, taking shelter. But yeah, no, there's always a plan. There's levels to this. We talk about this. I mean, yeah, Jose Trevino, congratulations. You are now a Red. We now have Fernando Cruz, who, after some research, I was like, who the fuck is this guy that we're getting? Filthy reliever.
Yeah.
Throws a nasty splitter. And he led the league for relief pitchers, Ks per 9 innings. He was like 14 point something, just above Mason Miller. So when you're in Mason Miller territory,
yeah,
who we were sending fucking flares out to trade for at the deadline, yeah, I mean that's good territory to be in. You add him with Weaver, you add him with Devin Williams. Tanner Scott is still available. Give him a call, please. Just load up the pen. Yeah. Let's make this the sickest pitching staff we've ever seen. And by the way, Corbin Burns is still around. Jack Flaherty's still around. Like, I mean, the do-rag was cool for a season, just like the grill was cool for a season. We got to figure out what to do with Stroman. Get rid of that contract. Thanks for putting on the pinstripes for a year. How you doing? Keep it moving. So yeah, I think there's still plenty of time in this offseason. A lot of dominoes to fall.
It's hopeful. It's hopeful because they're not done. They're
Yeah.
not done, and this team is actually. I'm excited. I'm really excited to see what this team can do now. Like I think, shout out to Skittles, because I'm munching on them right now.
Spray's
Uh,
official candy of the Saturday edition of Dog Talk Sports.
but
Wait, hang on.
oh, yeah, go ahead.
What's your favorite flavor of Skittle?
The red
Which one?
one. The red one.
My God, it's so cliche.
Cliche. It is clear and above the best Skittle. Poll
For those
question.
for those real ones out there,
If you say green or yellow, I'm shutting this podcast off right now. Signing us off.
ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on this edition of Dog Talk Sports because we know that the yellow Skittle is the superior Skittle.
See, this is why we work because I literally will pick the yellow ones out and put them to the side.
And good, I'll put them right next to my bowl and basket spearmint leaves, baby. The official Christmas candy of Dog Talk Sports. See, that fucking balloon over there started moving. It agreed with me too.
Yeah.
Fucking shout out to the ghosts.
Anyway, I see I'm totally derailed now. Now I'm thinking about spearmint leaves and yellow Skittles.
All right, we're happy, we're positive, we are optimistic about this
Yeah,
franchise.
yes, very happy, very optimistic, and yeah, there's still like I'm excited for the season, and I know that we're not done yet. There's still moves going to be made, and
Plenty of moves.
yeah, I'm all in. I'm all in. I'm planning my opening day bus trip,
Opening day train.
getting the Firehouse guys fired up.
Listen, Steph and I were there. We're ready.
I mean, if you've never experienced opening day in Yankee Stadium, you truly are missing out on something special. As I was there last year, I said to myself, I was like, I don't think I'm ever going to miss an opening day ever again. Like, it's beautiful.
My wife and I know everyone knows we got fucking married at Yankee Stadium, met at Yankee Stadium. We haven't missed an opening day in Jesus 5 years. Hit it every year. It's a go-to, a staple. You freeze your ass off. You go to stands. You get there super early. You scrunch in. You get a shot in a beer, and then go
Get the hell out there.
penguin walk down the sidewalk to the other beer place because it's a little more less crowded. You get a tall boy, a boulala, you call it a day.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Yankee Stadium experience. You got your hot hands. Your last year had the do rag and the grill on. Brought the kid with us. His first ever opening day. It's a thing of beauty. But yeah, a lot of optimism. A lot of optimism. Now, on the flip, let's transition where there's a little less optimism for us and me put on my warm but depressing Las Vegas Raiders snow beanie here.
Yeah, I won't even. This is about as blue, as close as the New York Giants blue I've worn in a long time. Um, because I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed about this fucking team.
Yeah.
Michael Penix is going to put a clinic on.
So all right.
You see where I'm going with this, right? You see the road I'm traveling down for this?
All right. There's so breaking news after the Atlanta Falcons narrowly defeated the Las Vegas Raiders, but shout out to our boy RT3's Survivor Pool. Surviving and thriving. And so is the 17-year-old kid trying to pick up his first ever Buick LeSabre.
It's my money, kid. Beat it. You're not winning.
Come on, man. You got a family. Just remember being 17, just itching for your freedom.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. If I was 17 and in a dogfight in a survivor pool, I would have probably come crawling to the adult saying, he would have split it. He would have split the pot. Just to be denied because I'm not splitting shit.
Has he reached out to
Hard
you?
lessons learned
Has
here.
he reached out to chop the pot?
I got it floated by me at work the other day if I was interested in thinking about it.
Oh my
And if
god.
you know me,
Wow, what a heel. You ladies and gentlemen, the bad guy in this movie, the villain, that guy. That guy is the villain. There's no doubt about it. But however, like most movie villains, he believes he's in the right because there's some deep rooted.
yes, yes,
This is a learning experience for the young lad, I guess.
every hero has an origin story. Every villain has one too.
So all right,
You
back.
know what? Here's what I'll do. I'll make a pledge right now. When I win the Survivor pool this week, I'll buy him a Hot Wheels car with a little $5 Wawa gift card for gas.
Oh, the
Good
old
luck. Good luck having mommy and daddy finance your first car, kid.
God. Or he could just find someone desperate enough in fantasy football that he could probably have them co-sign for a car
We do have some people we know that,
that may or may not have happened.
yeah, may or may not have.
That's real heel shit. So
I
anyway, Falcons barely scraped by, beating the Raiders. Desmond Ritter was atrocious in that game. If Aiden O'Connell is in that game and able to throw to a wide receiver before 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter, the Raiders are dog walking the Falcons. And hence why in my signature, the Las Vegas Raiders select with the 8th overall pick, because again, zero confidence that we will lose out.
Yeah,
Uh,
listen. I think we went through the schedule last week. I think it's a real possibility. Um, it's kind of a race right now. It's a race to see who gets the first overall pick between the Giants, the Jags, and the Raiders. Um, I think as we sit today, Raiders first overall, Giants second, Jags third. Is that how?
believe I believe that's how it shakes out.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so after that, Falcons come out with a fucking news, like a press release.
The red light was on.
Kirk Cousins was changing his jock strap at his fucking locker, and they were like, fucking, they bagged him and they fucking drug him out, and they're fucking beating him with bars of soap in socks right now in the back of a van. They're like, Michael Penix Jr. is our new starting quarterback. And just from like a fan standpoint or like an outsider, just like you just inked up Cousins to like $140 million contract, $200 million contract, something wild, and not even a full season. You're like, sorry, dog. That house you got up in Minnesota in the basement with the spot for the Lombardi Trophy
Will always be empty.
still gonna be empty because you're not getting it here.
Yeah.
You're gone.
But you know what? Let's talk about Kirk real quick, right? I I'm a Kirk Cousins believer, and I'll get to more of that. But I think what we're forgetting too is Kirk was really good in Minnesota, right? Why was he really good? He was playing on a good team, as we could see,
with the
and
quarterback whisperer.
he was playing with the quarterback whisperer, but he also had stud wide receivers. You had Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison, who are like one and one, like 1A and 1B, and they're incredible. And like so it shows that a wide receiver of that caliber can make a huge difference in winning and team play and quarterback play. But let's also, I think people are also not giving the guy his flowers and they forget he tore his Achilles, right? His Achilles late in the season and
Yeah.
came back and started this year, which is a feat in its own. But I think what we're witnessing, he's not washed up. I think he still has plenty of gas in the tank. I think he's in a bad situation with a The Falcons' offense is trash. Like Drake London is not a wide receiver one. He's a two, and other guys on this podcast have said it. Bijan is incredible. Bijan is exactly what we thought he would be, right?
Yeah.
Kyle Pitts is the most underutilized tight end in the history of the league.
Kyle Pitts is the shit. He's terrible.
Yeah, pit of misery. Pitts is in the the pit of misery.
Dilly dilly.
But that whole system is built around the wrong things. Like they love to feed Drake London. Drake London's not the star of the show. It's Bijan Robinson. And you also have Tyler Algier, who is a dog behind Bijan. He's putting up numbers. He's putting up better numbers than some teams' RB1s.
Yeah.
Um, the team just boggles my mind. So I kind of feel bad for Kirk Cousins getting thrown into a situation like that. And I don't think this is the end of his career. As we discussed in last week's episode, I called for something on a whim with no whispers about it, no nothing, nothing,
No inside knowledge
no inside knowledge. And the very next day, look what pops up. Look at
here. In Kirk, we trust.
Kirk, we trust. Listen, he's being cut prior to March 10th so that he doesn't receive his bonus. He will be a free agent. We know Arch Manning is going to play college football for the next 2 to 3 years. We called for a stopgap, right? You're going to tell me you don't, like, as a New York Giant fan right now, when you're sitting looking at the future, I can't, I don't see a future in Shador, Cam Ward. I don't look at this quarterback class and see the future quarterback of the New York Giants. I
You're
see,
blind. You're blinded by the glow of Arch Manning.
yeah, you're right. You're right. My like light at the end of the tunnel is hook 'em horns. He's got a Texas jersey on right now. Like that is my savior is years away. But no, I truly and I've said this, I've stood on this platform for a while now, and I've said it. I don't like this quarterback class, right? I think Shador is going to be great in Raiders black and silver.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
I believe in it. I think it's going to be entertaining as fuck. It's going to be awesome, right? I think that revives your franchise, and it's going to be beautiful. Cam Ward, I don't know. I don't see the talent. I see like an Anthony Richardson level guy.
Project.
Yeah, like there's no polished quarterbacks coming out of this class that are like, your Jaden Daniels. Like we knew that kid was going to be a stud. Um, even like a Jalen Milroe right now, right? Like, does he change your franchise? I don't. I just don't see it. And I'm not asking for a change of franchise, right? I'm saying you sign Kirk Cousins as a free agent. He's a veteran presence. He's played in the league a long time. He's been on bad teams. He's been on good teams, and he knows how to maintain it. Even right now, as he's being dragged through the mud in Atlanta, he's had a couple really shitty games. He is the epitome of what a leader should be, right? He's taking it with grace. He's like,
I don't know. I mean that
Netflix special
from practice of Cousins watching Penix throw. And he's just like that. I'm that cool dude with his hands in his pocket. Yeah. That's what it reminded me of.
Yeah, he knows. Like I just think that if you're a Giants fan and you want to be somewhat competitive, we have Malik Neighbors, right? Like you go get a T Higgins in the offseason and you put Kirk slinging the ball. I'm hopeful. You
Higgins
need that.
Las Vegas, baby.
Hey, listen, I don't think T's coming to New York. I just don't see it happening. I'll be happy as a pig and shit if it does, but
maybe you guys go trade for Cheetah. Maybe you guys go trade for Garrett Wilson. He doesn't want to be in gangrene anymore.
Come on down. Come on down.
But while we're still talking about Atlanta, quickly breaking right now from fellow podcast listener, insider Mike Rizzo. We're going to shout this out right now. Can't wait for the debut of the second Atlanta Falcons quarterback who was black and that was left-handed with the first name Michael and the last name that was one letter away from male genitalia. So shout out to that. That's fucking hysterical. Yeah, a new day is dawning in Atlanta. A new day dawning around the league. Fantasy playoffs are they have started. We are deep in it now. Semi-final games right now. Right, you alive in any leagues?
One league. I am down to one league. Oh no, two. I'm still alive in my brother-in-law's league too. So two out of the four. We are still alive.
I am one out of three. I'm alive. This is the year I'm due for a ship in the one. So
You are due. Yeah, week 14 was a buzzsaw for me. And then the first round, luckily I had a buy in my Firehouse League, which is a lot of money. So I am
semifinals.
that team is stacked though.
Got big Patty Mahomes going today.
I'm a
Hope
little
he
nervous. I'm a little nervous because my boy Joey B is playing in Cleveland, and he historically does not play well in Cleveland. Oh, actually, no, I think he doesn't play historically well against Cleveland, either in Cleveland or home, but I think they're in Cincinnati this week.
you hate to see it though.
Not great. Not great for me. I hope
But
a 60-point week out of him would be just. So real quick, let's have this debate because it was a text debate and we need to bring it to life. The Josh Allen, Joe Burrow MVP debate. Listen, I will openly admit on the airwaves, yes, Josh Allen should be the MVP. He's the favorite. Um, it has nothing to do with the fact that the Bengals are dog shit and not like Josh Allen is playing incredible MVP level football and making his team win.
he he absolutely is. However, I disagree with the if Joe Burrow and the Bengals were anywhere competent of doing something in the regular season, I feel like Joe Burrow's name would be all over the MVP race. You
Yeah,
figure right now, if you had to pick an MVP, it's Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson.
is it? What has Lamar done this year? That is,
I mean, he's only thrown three interceptions, so I mean that's a start.
I'm not saying he doesn't deserve to be talked about. I think yeah, Lamar is one of the best quarterbacks in the league right now. Um, between like, and that was part of our debate too. Like, who's the best quarterback in the league as we stand? Um,
Well, here we go. Head to head right now, stats. Um, Burrow versus Josh Allen.
I'm sitting back for this one. I'm all for it.
Completion percentage 68 to 64. Burrow. Passing yards 39.77, 33.95. Burrow. Yards per game 284 to 242. Burrow. Passing touchdowns 36 to 25. Burrow. Interceptions. Josh Allen has only thrown 5 interceptions to Burrow's 8 picks. Passer rating 107 to 103. Burrow. Then you go on the flip side, rushing. Josh Allen dominates nearly 500 yards on the ground, 11 tutties. So those 11 tutties equal the passing of Joe Burrow. So
it's a lot closer than people think.
this is the big one. Record. Bills 11-3, Bengals 6-8.
And in no way, shape, or form is that record Joe Burrow's responsibility.
No, I mean, no, he's playing his ass off.
He's putting 40 points up and losing. It's incredible. He's the what was he? Well, he was the first quarterback ever to throw 5 touchdowns and lose a game.
Yeah,
Like that's crazy.
yeah, it's
And it showed. Like there was a clip of him freaking out on Zach Taylor, which um I called for Zach Taylor's head last week. I'll call for it again this week, and I'll call for it again until the end of the year. Zach Taylor should be fired. He should have been fired a month ago, and he should be fired. If they lose tomorrow, because listen, in the world we sit in, the crazy world we live in, at 6-8, the Bengals are not eliminated from the playoffs.
they need help
They need help, but not as much help as we thought.
now. They need, I think
They need to
they,
win out,
yeah, clearly. Um, Hang on,
which tough sledding. It's tough sledding ahead for them.
yeah, here, keep going. While I'm gonna pull up this scenario right
All right,
now.
you're pulling it up. All right. So yeah, so they're in the crazy world we live in. They're not eliminated. So if somehow they sneak into the playoffs, I mean, they're dangerous. No matter what, they're dangerous. Their defense cannot.
All right, so here we go. Bengals have to win out. Browns, Broncos, Steelers. Not gimmies, but they're winnable games. Broncos have to lose out. Broncos play. Well, they already lost once. They lost to the Chargers, so that check. Then they have to lose to the Bengals, and then they have to lose to the Chiefs. Week 18, very much can happen. Dolphins,
Chiefs could be playing for a bye week, so
yeah, yeah. Mahomes blew his ankle apart last week. He's starting today. Dolphins have to lose at least one more game. Niners, Browns, Jets can easily lose one of those games. Colts have to lose at least one more game. Titans, Giants, Jaguars. The best Colts losing a game is probably the Titans this week. It's crazy that the Colts are still
in it.
in the mix right now.
And in a crazy world we live in, the Giants might win against the Colts.
Could. So they're down. They're not out. Heart's still beating. It's like Rocky right now.
There's a pulse.
Cut me, Mick.
I didn't hear no bell yet.
Cut me, Mick. They're still in it. My upset prediction in our chat was Bengals are gonna win out, sneak into the playoffs. Joe Burrow MVP. These last 3 games, if he goes nuclear, which very well could happen, especially the way Jamar Chase has been playing this year. All right, so
T. Higgins is playing for a contract. Jamar is playing for legacy.
Well, he's still got to get paid too, no?
Oh yeah.
So I think as it's saying, I really think Burrow could wind up being the MVP, and it's crazy, but if they do what they need to do, I think he's in the MVP category. Jamar Chase is my offensive player of the year. Offensive rookie of the year. Brock Bowers, baby. Just lock it down. I just being in the situation that our teams are in, there's a lot to like. I'm locked in to see if the Raiders are losing out or if we're going to be picking towards the end of the top 10 because it changes the entire dynamic of what are we going to do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little biased because you, one of my best friends in the world, is a diehard Raiders fan. So obviously I'm rooting for you. And but as a fan, I think you want to see Shador go to the Raiders or at minimum a Travis Hunter. Like you guys need to be in the top 3. If you're in the top 3, you're getting either one or the other.
Yeah.
Right. And no matter what, if you get one of those, it's life into the franchise, which you desperately fucking need.
Sure,
and even in the conversation we're having now, if for somehow you get Travis Hunter and Shador goes to the fucking Jags or somewhere else. I think Shador, yeah. Listen, he tweets out after every Raiders loss.
Thank you. Thank you, God.
He wants to be a Raider. I like manifest destiny, man. Just make it happen. But
Listen, I'm on the
in a weird
selling the
world where
fucking picks and getting Shador and fucking Travis Hunter. Put the band back together. Keep
do the
them together.
Houston thing, right? Just
Yeah,
sell out 1 and 2.
work for them.
Do it. Do it. Um, that man, that would be awesome. That would be so like I'm sitting here thinking about it now, and that would be really cool.
Fuck yeah.
Fired up.
And then you know what? Fucking bring Dion in.
Yeah, do it. Um, but yeah, but Kirk in the silver and black.
I want Shador.
Yeah, I like it. All in,
I,
all in. I like
he
it.
he oozes that like he has that Raider swag to him. I feel like
He
even
does.
though Kirk Cousins could be like it's like bringing in Rich Gannon, just that grizzled old fucking journeyman veteran. Bring him in and see what he could do.
He's going somewhere. He's got gas in the tank, man.
Probably get him for cheap
Yeah.
since the Falcons are paying whatever the fucking $90 million that they have to pay him.
Kirko ain't poor.
Kirko is the king of the bag. He's the
Yeah.
bag man.
Eggman. Yeah. Just absolute craziness.
And
Uh
we haven't touched on the Jets, so since Dano's up in the Eastern Seaboard here, we just have to just dabble on the news that I spoke on it briefly that Garrett Wilson wants out of gangrene. They're saying that off season comes, he's hitting the eject button, ripping the cord, and he's gone. We don't know what Aaron Rodgers is thinking. He's gonna take some time after the season ends to determine what he wants in his life. So get the ayahuasca train going, get the clarity, go into darkness for a week, come back out, even bigger supervillain. So who knows what's going on with him? Devontae Adams is the wide receiver one the last like 4 weeks. Just playing out of his mind right now, setting himself up to be able to pick and choose where he goes next. Yeah, a lot of instability over there in the other side of MetLife.
yep. It is yeah, it's bad over there, MetLife, man. I mean, I I don't know where you go if you're the Jets. Like, I think you gotta ride Aaron out for 1 more year.
If
Uh,
he wants to be there.
yeah, I mean, it's his world. We're living in it, literally.
Yeah, it's crazy how much power the players have now. This is like the NBA where it's like, I don't want to play here. Trade me.
Yeah, cut me. Look at the dude on the Niners. Just
Purdy?
no, it was the linebacker. He just flat out like
Oh
was
yeah, he was like,
not playing here.
I'm done playing.
Yeah,
I'm out. George Kittle was like, I'd never want to see that guy on my team ever again. But yeah, just wild, wild, wild shit. Um, Shout out to Brock Purdy, by the way. Actually, dude makes $900,000 for the season. Just came out, bought his entire offensive line, brand new trucks.
probably spent 900,000 to do it.
They said that the bill was like $700,000. Like, what,
Crazy.
dude? Dude, better secure the bag.
Yeah,
He's gonna.
yeah. I mean, he's having a down year, but he's got what? He's got nobody. He's got no Debo.
Debo's a piece of garbage now. Ayuk was out for the year. McCaffrey basically out for the year. Kittle is playing his ass off this year. Yeah.
Tough sledding them.
Shanahan could be out of town, which is wild. A year removed from the Super Bowl.
That is wild.
NFL comes at you fast.
Yeah, the not for long league.
Yeah, is the truest statement. Yeah, a lot of moving parts. Detroit Rock City
Oof.
turned the amps down a little bit.
Well, not just turn the amps down. Their health just fell apart.
Defensively, they're playing with Walmart greeters.
In the past 4 weeks, their team has been decimated.
Montgomery goes down with an MCL injury. They're saying you need surgery, and they're like, "Oh, wait, no, we're gonna throw some bubble gum on that, wrap that bad boy up."
There's going to be a 30 for 30 on it one day. About
he might be playing in the postseason, but I mean, we'll see what Jahmyr Gibbs has. He's electric, fantasy stud dog. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of player turnover in this offseason, I feel like, more so than even last season. So yeah, we're buckle up.
It's going to be a wild offseason.
And we're still here week 16. Like, just wish my team was good.
Yeah.
Now it's bleeding over into my supporter team.
Yeah. Talk about being a down year. Our supporter teams are down bad. Our second teams. Our first teams are down so bad that now our second teams are really starting to
Help.
I'm at the point now the playoffs are going to come and I'm going to be like, who do I root for? Well, no football.
No football at all. No football. But, I mean, as the adage goes, it's just Patrick's world and we're living in it. Cue up that three-peat.
How does a dude blow his ankle?
First of all, he was
like
a 6 different ways.
Yeah.
Looks like Peter Griffin going down the stairs. Just yeah. And first day of full practice.
How?
He must be taped up to the gills and fucking perk 30s. Just
it's got to be some Illuminati shit where they're pumping him full of blood. Yeah. They drain his blood, put new blood in there, twisted his ankle off, put a new one on.
It's the only way it can be.
Patrick.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Crazy.
I mean, his main bro is dating Taylor Swift, so she could probably pull some strings. If I disappear, you know why.
For the record, I want to live.
Big Swiftie.
I mean, it's genuinely shocking that he's playing this week. Like,
but it doesn't. I mean,
yeah, you're right.
Like you said, they're playing for a bye. Like they're gonna have to win out to. They don't have the tiebreaker against Buffalo, so you got to win every game. Every game.
Yeah. Yeah. So at least there's good football being played.
Yeah. Again, big football Saturday. We are an hour and 15 minutes, 14 minutes from college kickoff. You'll love to see it. Probably won't get you guys next week. It's the holiday. Merry Christmas.
We doing picks?
What?
We do picks?
I mean, we can if you want to.
Let's roll through them real quick. I know we got a card out at 11, so we got what, 10 minutes?
Yeah, we'll do a quick pick for you today. 1:00 Texans at Chiefs.
There's Saturday football.
We got Saturday football, baby. It's Saturday. It's football Saturday. I'm going Chiefs at home.
Um, no, I'm anti-Chiefs. I'm going Texans.
You are in the minority, brother. Then 4:30 monster matchup, division game. The 10-4 Steelers, the 9-5 Ravens. Ravens at home. I'm going Pittsburgh. Fuck it.
Pittsburgh too.
Going Pittsburgh. Let Russie cook, right?
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin effect, and this is a major
This is going to be a good game.
game.
This is a slugfest game.
Yeah, I mean that division is always brutal when they play each other. This is great football to be watched right there. Yeah, I'm going Pittsburgh.
Then Sunday, tomorrow, the 1 o'clocks, Giants at the Falcons.
I refuse to pick the Giants, but they might win.
I got to pick the Giants on this one. Rookie quarterback starting for Falcons, and I need the Giants to win a game so the Raiders can stay up there. So we'll go Giants. Next, we got Lions at the Bears. Gotta go Lions. Even down Montgomery, down defensive players. The Bears are just
Yeah, I'm on the rooting for Caleb to be a bust train, and yeah, let's go Lions.
yeah. Lions get up early. We got Browns at the Bengals.
You already
Oh,
know.
shiesty baby, frosted tips and all. Burrow. I know you agree with that one. Lock it down. Then we got another division matchup: Titans at the Colts. You know what? For fantasy purposes, for the Bengals, let's go Titans, baby.
Yep, same. Yeah, we need the Colts need to lose, so let's go Titans.
Tighten up. Rams at the Jets. Rodgers and Devontae Adams are playing their asses off right now. I'm going with the Jets at home.
I'm also going with the Jets at home. What Devontae and Aaron did last week was reminiscent of a thing of beauty. It was
I
insane.
mean, they did it against the Jags, but still, they're cooking. Um, Division matchup next: Eagles at the Commanders. I gotta go Eagles. I feel like this is like one of those tough matchups to test you before the playoffs. I think
Yeah,
Eagles win this one. Saquon Barkley is the best thing that the Giants let go.
yeah. Yeah, the Eagles are close to locking up the NFC, so it's going to be good. Yeah, I got to go Eagles here.
Onward, we're going to Carolina. Cardinals at the Panthers. Kyler Murray. I feel like you got to go with this. I mean, shout out to him in his interview that they gave him this week. Asked him, "Can you play in the cold weather?" And he was like, "Yeah, I play in the cold weather. How cold is it going to be?" Porter, 35. Shit. But yeah, I'm going Kyler running around like a toddler. He'll throw a touchdown pass.
I'm actually going to go Panthers here.
All right.
Yeah, I think that has a lot to do with it. I think, listen, Kyler's going to be playing outside in the cold. Panthers are playing recognizable of the sport called football. They're not playing pee wee football at this point, so yeah, I'm going Panthers.
Shout out to the Coon Eater, Xavier Leggett. I don't think he's playing this week, but wild, man. Just fucking wild. Vikings on the road, going to Seattle, playing the 12th man. I still got to go Minnesota on this one.
Yeah, this is my game of the week. It's gonna be great football. But what the Vikings are doing, and now they have the whole Randy Moss like hero story.
Yeah, they're level up. They are playing with a chip on their shoulder. Shout out Randy Moss, fighting fucking cancer. Dog, legendary wide receiver. He's not, if not one, he's two. Like,
Yeah,
goat status. So
so yeah,
no dog. Shout out to you,
they got that team of destiny thing. Like,
locking it down right now.
That's probably who I'm going to root for. If the playoffs started today, the Vikings are who I'm planting my little flag with. Shout out to those ice uniforms too, the all whites, the Minnesota white and
Oh,
purple,
the Minnesota Whites were
clean.
nice touch. Patriots on the road in Buffalo.
Oh,
Josh Allen I play him in fantasy this week. I hope the Patriots at least neutralize him to 3 touchdowns.
yeah,
That would
be gentle.
yeah, be gentle.
Keep it under 40, will you?
Uh, the Jags on the road. This is my matchup of the week. They're on the road in Las Vegas.
This is going to test you right now.
Huge, massive first overall pick implications.
Shador Bowl?
Shador or Shadon? I'm never not going to pick the Raiders. We know this, so I'm going to hammer them down. They're really probably going to win this. Aiden O'Connell's playing. He should carve them up. Fantasy wise, I got Jacoby Myers going. Give me fucking 10 catches and a hundy and maybe a tud. Let's fucking roll.
So for you, because I know where you're coming from with all that, but for you, I'm picking the Jaguars.
I I wouldn't hate it. Let's just say that. 49ers on the road in Miami. Bengals need the Miami loss. Maybe the Niners pull one out. Brock Purdy shows up. That Miami defense is pretty Swiss cheesy. Maybe Kittle blows up for like a 200-yard game.
Yeah. I think his teammates are feeling the Christmas spirit after he just spent his yearly salary on vehicles for them.
Vehicles are going to block for him.
They're gonna block for him and give him the ability to have a great game. I'm going Niners here.
Sunday night football, Bucks on the road, Cowboys. I'm going with the upset right here. I'm going Cowboys at home. We'll call this the Cooper Rush game.
Wow.
It's going to be one of those bing bang shootout games. I feel like Cowboys eke it out in the end. 35-32.
Okay. I'm going Oppo. I hate the Cowboys. That's easy. But it's Baker, baby. It's Baker. And I also have Mike
Baker
Evans.
and the boys, shout out to him, but
And the perennial RT3 fantasy player, Mike Evans, is on one of my teams. So
he's good for 100 in the tud.
I love it.
And then the Monday night matchup, the Saints, Sands, our boy Derek Carr, he's out. We got Spencer Rattler, he's
Rest
playing.
up, King.
Rest up, King. Rest up. On the road in Green Bay. My fantasy football playoffs will probably rely on this. I have Kendre Miller going out at running back for the Saints, hoping for like 10 catches in the backfield, get a touchdown, something. Pittsburgh needs you, buddy.
So my survivor pool pick.
Here we
The
go.
Green Bay Packers. Go Pack, go.
Go Pack, go.
Huge implications are the survivor.
Huge implications. A Buick LeSabre
On the line.
rides on the Monday night game. I'll be locked into it. I know everybody else will be. Shout out. Christmas is next week. The holidays probably won't get an episode out. Maybe. I don't know.
We might see.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe after the holiday.
We got a Saturday morning special and we might
maybe another Saturday morning special. Definitely we'll get in one before the New Year's because all of our 4 listeners and subscribers, shout out to you, all a bunch of dogs. Smash the follow button on the IG. Go on over to the YouTube, subscribe to that, hit us up on Spotify. Listen, Mike Rizzo, you listened to last week's episode? Because
no comment on it.
No comment. So you're slacking, buddy. I expect full 1,000 subscribers.
We got goals. We got goals out here. 2025, big year for Dog Talk Sports.
2025. Huge year for Dog Talk Sports. Listen, happy holidays. Thank you for listening. And this is a Saturday edition. Dirty Dogs, Dirty Dog Talk, Dog Talk Sports. We'll see you later.